take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It will be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down to the 25. A tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
A beautiful fake. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Ready? 60 or 53.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Minshew sets to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 61 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Go 50 extra Mike. Hey, come on now. Switch. Go team, spell. Go. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Go. 58.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Minshew, first and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
The Bills first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
58.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Watch the
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. Hey, box truck. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
Out of the gun is Minshew. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On play action, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
14.
Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 10. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox right. Hey, Haywood.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down by Matt.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. General West.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Minshew throwing on third down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. Here's Singletary. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Allen throwing complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Here's Allen on first and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Allen And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Allen going deep for Diggs. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Minshew. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 53 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
If you know, you know. Turn too soft. Hey, we got to get the stop here, Daniel. Check. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Minshew. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Operating from the gun, Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Yards to go on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Singletary again. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 69 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
46-yard line.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up
this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, 17, George. Watch 17.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First down.
On first down, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Down Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Tonight's final.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how